Hello. This feels really weird. Um, this is my first video diary on my official YouTube channel. That sound is very triggering to me. Sorry. I am Lizzie. This is my channel. I am launching my music career finally at my big age, just before I turn 30, in just about a month. Part of me feels so silly for starting so late. I feel like I'm past my prime, comparing myself to other singers, other artists. But fuck it, you know? I don't think I could put out anything authentic in my early 20s because I didn't know who I was, what I liked. I was still figuring that shit out. And I think as I'm turning 30, I am the most confident I've ever been. I'm the most secure I've ever been. Mentally, emotionally, financially. Knock on wood. But we're doing it. Again, my name is Lizzie, if you didn't catch that in the beginning. And my stage name as of now is Vanderbitch. Not sure if I'm going to change it because I don't really foresee my stage name being used without some question of whether people should be saying an expletive. We're figuring that out. Me and my team, we're trying to troubleshoot. And by me, my team, it's me and the internet. And feedback from Matt. Matt is my fiance. We're getting married next year as well. So again, this is a great time, to fully invest the rest of my energy into starting my music journey when I'm also planning a wedding. So that's really cool. Not stressful at all. And in tandem with keeping a full 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job, which luckily I work from home. So it's nice to be able to take a pivot and not have to worry about a commute, hurrying, getting home, whatever. But I still get my job done. Both of them, this one and my real job. But this feels so silly. I feel so silly doing this, but I feel like I have to. I don't feel like I have to. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to start putting myself out there and not keep living in this ambiguity of what could be, what could not be. So either we're whole-assing it or we're not doing it at all. There's no room for half-assery. It's my sister. Fun fact, I also live with my sister and her boyfriend. It's the four of us and a dog and a cat. It's a pretty crazy household, but it's really cool because my sister's boyfriend, Josh, he works in the music industry as well. He's a sound engineer. He's been super knowledgeable about, music production and tips and things like that. So it's been amazing to have that person in the house to bounce ideas off of or vent to or whatever. So that's been really cool. I've been really lucky to do that. This is my studio / my office. I spend 80% of my time in this room. That back there is my makeshift recording booth. It's actually really sick. Maybe I'll do a tour of that. There's my piano. My speakers are here. I have a monitor. My audio interface. 2 mics. This is just more for ideas and stuff, and works too when I'm on work meetings. So, yeah, this is just a rambling thought and documenting, really. Because it's just going to keep going from here. I have big plans. I have big ideas, and I've always had big plans and big ideas. Like, I've always wanted this. This was always endgame for me, and I never wanted to say it out loud because it sounds corny as fuck. I want to be a pop star. Again, at my big age. But I don't want to live inauthentically. You know? I don't want to wake up in 10 more years and think, why didn't I start? Why didn't I just do it just to see what would happen? You know? So part of me is trying not to have any expectations, and not have any hopes hung up too high. But part of me is like, it's not hope. It's just like a gut feeling. Like, I need to do this. This feels right. This feels right for me. And this feels like I should have been doing this a long time ago. It just feels natural. So I'm really excited to keep going. I released a song last Friday. It was definitely a dancey pop song, which I wrote within a week and recorded and mastered my own vocals. I ended up buying the beat off of somebody else that I found on TikTok. Shout out Coco Tical. I think that's how you say his name. He's been really cool. He's got really cool beats too. But I ended up buying that beat off him and just putting it out because I just want to put something out. And since it wasn't so, I didn't have such a large attachment to it, it was easier to just push it out because all my other songs I composed, produced, wrote, I did everything. Mixed, mastered, did my own vocals, mixed my own vocals. Yeah. Which is crazy. It's so much work. It is an insane amount of work, but it's so fulfilling at the same time where I can turn a song around from start to finish and just be like, I did that. It might not sound, the first couple don't sound great. Definitely had to go back a couple times to fix it, but I'm always learning and I'm progressing. I'm getting better. And which is true for anything. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It's just whether you want to, invest that time and have the self-discipline to keep practicing, keep doing it, which is what I've been doing for the last almost 5 years when I first bought my MacBook and Logic Pro, and then just binge watched YouTube tutorials. And I did that every day. If I wasn't like on my laptop physically doing something, I was watching YouTube videos or tutorials on Reddit threads and Instagram and TikTok, just like consuming like everything that I could know about music production, songwriting, branding yourself as an artist. I just wanted to absorb everything. And with my personality, I have a very intense dedication to things that I want. And my problem is that I want a lot of things. And I was told growing up that I want too much or I'm doing too much. I just remember being told that all the time. But there's nothing wrong with that. Wanting a lot. As long as you're willing to do the work for it, Like, I always wanted to do music. I always wanted to sing. I always wanted to perform. That was my second nature. And I feel that longing after, I go to a concert or after a karaoke night at the bar. There's always that just nagging feeling in my chest that I'm like, oh, I want more. I want more of this. I wanted to keep doing this. So coming to an age where I can do that myself and do it for myself, why not? I don't have to rely on anybody else. And that's something I quickly learned in the beginning, is that I don't like relying on other people. I don't like having to answer to other people. I never did. I don't like having to explain myself or over-explain myself. And my biggest pet peeve is feeling misunderstood. And I live in Michigan. I live in the suburbs of Michigan. say I'm Detroit-ish because nobody knows where the fuck Chesterfield is. So it's like I just live 20, 30 minutes north of Detroit, but closer to the water. That's usually what I say. But it's very limited what options you have creatively around here, especially for music, and especially like credible, reliable, trustworthy resources. But we will get into that story another day. But yeah, if you're watching this, welcome. I can't wait for you to join me and see what else I'm doing and all the other crazy things I'm gonna do for the rest of the year and ongoing. And I have big plans and I'm going to accomplish a lot. And it might not be what I think it's going to be, the end goal. I just know it's going to work out. It has to work out for me because I don't know what else I'm going to do if it doesn't work out. Just because I've wanted this for so long, and maybe this is not the right place to be vulnerable on a YouTube video that maybe a handful of people are going to watch. Or maybe 10 years from now, and this has a ton of views because it's like, oh, remember when she did this? And look at her now. She's at the Grammys. She's at doing this. She's doing that. She's on tour. That would be fucking sick. That would be amazing. But I don't have any doubt in my abilities. I don't have any doubt in my drive. I don't have any doubt in myself. But I am optimistic and open to whatever possibilities the universe wants to give me, whatever God wants to give me, whatever's meant for me will be. And I can't change that. I am powerless. No, I'm not powerless. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in terms of my life path, how things are going to be, all I can control is what I'm doing right now and what I can do tomorrow. And then anything past that happens, and I'll be there for it. I am just a vessel. I am a recipient of all things good, and all things meant for me will come for me, and they will come to fruition, and I'm the luckiest girl. Yeah. So I'm excited. And if you're watching this, thank you. And I can't wait for you guys to see more.